Hello and welcome to episode 52 of I Will Cast Anything. We're on Daybreak for a TVP. The red Terran player spawning in the bottom left hand position is TheSituation, and the blue Protoss player spawning in the top right hand position is Turtle. Situation send me this replay, of course. He is a good friend of mine after all. He started streaming recently. I'm actually going to briefly plug his Twitch TV channel, which is twitch.tv/Renegade Andy. It's all one word. He is going to be streaming some ladder play, trying to make his way back up towards the well, he never quite made it into Masters before, but he was close, or so he tells me. I think that is his goal. We shall see if he makes it. And we shall see how he does in this game against this Protoss player, who is working on probes and nothing but. As similarly, TheSituation is working on SCVs and nothing but. And command center first, perhaps, or just scouting for pylons? No. Barracks. Ah, okay. Could this be a repeat of a tactic I've seen TheSituation use before? I've seen him use it on Cloud Kingdom, never on Daybreak. But he likes to hide his barracks behind the mineral line so that it is missed by the scout. Protoss is getting a gateway, so not going for early expansion. And neither is Terran. Taking a gas early on to go with this bunker. And we'll see how effective this deception is. You see, Turtle Scout is going to come in to the main base of Terran and see no barracks, and that's very worrying because it makes you assume there's a barracks somewhere on the map that you're not expecting. So I'd expect to see Turtle probably play a little bit defensive at the moment, getting that cybernetics core, so playing pretty standard, just going to get warp gate as early as possible, not panicking. And TheSituation again, as I've seen him do in the past, selling this fake with a bit of cheeky banter in the chat. Scouting his opponent. Meanwhile, do see a zealot being chrono boosted out, so not saving that chrono boost for useful on warp gate research, but spending it to get that zealot now because there's a worry about proxy. Did this probe see? Yes, it did. Oh, the ruse is spotted. Protoss need not worry about any proxy play at all. This SCV is going to get killed, and TheSituation is going to build a factory to complete the wall off. Leave this barracks out here exposed. It is kind of useful, I suppose, having this barracks here. Not entirely useless. You block off path to run by behind the gas and get in behind the mineral line here, so more useful against Zerg, really, to prevent Lings getting in there than against Protoss. There's a probe here holding this Zalnaga tower, and a zealot just checking in case maybe there is a proxy barracks. Always pays to check. Still no expansion for either player, although we do see a defensive defensive bunker coming down from TheSituation. So looking to expand soon. Factory is just about to finish. Nothing but Marines out so far. There's a Zealot and a Stalker out for Protoss, who is getting 2 more gateways. So see if that will be followed up by a Robo or an expansion. Probably time to expand once that is done. Warp gate research is going to be finishing up pretty soon. And the probe that was on this tower has gone home, so has not been sent to build any pylons anywhere. Here's a starport, so it looks like almost a 1-1-1 variation at the moment from TheSituation. Trying to fake out with this proxy racks. Factory in the wall. Starport in the main. Getting ready to expand, building a bit of a wall off here as well, but not quite there yet. Here's the expansion from Protoss. So, warp gate research about to finish. Going to be able to put down a pylon here and warp in plenty of units if anything comes out. And more gateways, more gateways. Here come those warp gates. And here are a couple of sentries waiting to force field anything off that might get up to this ramp, but no aggression really. 7 Marines now, but most of them are in this bunker. But TheSituation, no pressure coming. Zalnaga towers are both controlled by the Protoss player. And it's Banshees that we see coming out of this starport for TheSituation. No cloak being researched just yet, so see if that's going to be an option. Bit of a poke from this stalker here, but won't want to go toe to toe with a bunker full of marines. No marauders out yet. And here's the robotics facility for the Protoss player. So we could see Colossus tech pretty soon. Gas is being taken at the natural as well. What's the gas situation for Terran? Still no expansion. That's the main situation for Terran. God, I just sort of assumed it was there. But no, definitely working on some 1-1-1 pressure build up at the moment, getting those tanks into the mix. No medvacs yet, but siege tech is on the way. Here's that Banshee that we were talking about. Okay, sorry, I only figured out this click on the unit portrait to follow thing recently. There's a really awkward key combination to do it as well. Anyway, live and learn. And here's the first observer out from Turtle, but is going the wrong way to spot that incoming Banshee from the back. And here comes the 1-1-1 push from the front. We've got 3 tanks, we've got 3 SCVs in there, and a bunch of Marines. 14 in total. This bunker is empty. Vulnerable to counterattack is the situation, but no robotics units out yet for Protoss. In fact, not much at all. Gonna warp in Stalkers. Where Zealots even? Where are those? Those are up here. And drones being transferred down to this expansion, or perhaps being pulled down here to fight, because this is a dangerous encroachment here. These tanks are sieging up well within range. And what does Turtle have to fight this at the moment? Completely contained. Okay, contained on 2 bases, so not terrible. And bunkers are going down as well. The Marines are poking up. Situation trying to draw them onto the guns, and they do come in. The Zealots are going to be able to get up in range and some decent force fields, but huge splash damage raining down for the tanks. And the Zealots will fall. The Stalkers and Sentries will too. And Turtle is in big trouble now. The bunkers are going to finish up. Only 1 tank was taken out by that. The Banshee has moved in as well, and workers are going to start to go down, but 4 Stalkers have warped in. Microing back pretty well here, but 1 goes down. There's just too many Marines. And I think Turtle is about to lose this game. Nothing in production at the moment. Has okay income, but can't afford to do any big warp-ins. And now this expansion is going to be under siege. The Marines are also going to poke up and try and pick off some workers. 15 workers killed already. We're only just past the 10-minute mark. And this Nexus being whittled down 1 shot at a time. The bunkers are full of Marines now, and these tanks can move up. Start really dishing out the pain. More Marines are just rallying across the map, and another Banshee. Bunkers are going up on the high ground. Excuse me. What can Turtle possibly hope to do here? Massing up a Stalker Zealot force here. This is going to be the last push, I think. The probes are being pulled as well, but oh, maybe. All the Marines are dead, but the bunkers are still there, blasting away. The tanks are falling 1 by 1. No tanks left, just these 2 bunkers full of Marines, but that's going to be enough. Well, Turtle is stabilized, I suppose, but stabilized on 14 supply. All the workers up here have been killed by this Banshee while this was all going on. And Turtle is now on 3 probes to 23 SCVs. Although is going to claim a couple of worker kills here, although Marines are starting to leapfrog up into the bunkers on the high ground, and that's even worse news. Although this barracks could be in a bit of trouble here. There are more Marines and another tank down below. This barracks is going to fall. 2 Marines are going to pop out. Oh, and just barely survive. This natural is dead. And Turtle not giving in, down to 8 supply. 2 Overseers and 3 Stalkers hiding over in the corner here. And Turtle finally throws in the towel.